Big pleasure to be here with you today.
I'm Krishna Das, and thank you for coming. I help organize this with Premrita and Gurprem, and these guys help out so much, and I just want to keep building our community and keep having kirtans because it's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate everyone coming out on a Sunday afternoon. You could have chosen to be anywhere on a Sunday afternoon. You could have stayed home or maybe gone out for brunch with friends, but you said, I'm going to take a little time out, and hopefully this is the time for you to nurture your spiritual self. That's the goal for today. And so we really just want to start off on that mood of gratitude and appreciation. We'll touch on that briefly when we do a little invocation, which is the mantra you'll see on your papers. I think we'll just recite it once to make it easy, but we'll get there, so don't get ahead of us just yet. What I thought we could do to start off, if it's okay, is do a little guided meditation.
Yourself?
I did, at the beginning. I was the first one. Yeah, my name is Kevala. I'm a part of the Kirtan Culture Initiative.
My name is Tara.
Oh, I didn't introduce you.
That's okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I think you did. You said my
I introduced both together, but you should introduce yourself. It's true.
So I was fortunate to be born into this practice, Bhakti Yoga practice, along with my husband. He was born into that as well. So we've been surrounded by kirtan since we were born.
Yeah, we grew up in Bhakti and chanting and communities coming together, and I think for the last 15 or 16 years we have really tried hard to serve by now sharing this with others in a very accessible way. So that's kind of our goal.
Yes.
And we feel very humbled to be able to do this service and feel very thankful for dear friends for inviting us.
Yeah.
Typically we have more members of our group, but it was a bit of a sojourn from Toronto to Hamilton, so we lost some on the way, and I'm joking. It was hard to get them to come out, but usually when we're in studios in the city, there might be 6, 7 of us presenting, but we're going to make it work today. It's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
Good?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
just getting over a bad cough, so forgive me
Yeah, bear
if
with
any
us.
mistakes or.
Yeah, we'll sanitize that mic. Why don't we start off with a little internal work. So I know it's a little cozy, but as you're seated, let's just try to sit up a little more straight. You can slowly close your eyes. We're just going to take about 10 or 20 seconds, and I want you to only focus on the breath in and out of the lungs. Just your breathing. On our knees, facing upwards. If you're seated on one of the chairs, we'll just have our feet about shoulder width apart. The ancient text of Bhagavad Gita says that the yogi tries to keep his or her back, neck, and head in a straight line. And now collectively we'll do a little simplified pranayama, which is some breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. On the count of 3, a collective breath in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Slowly breathe in. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. Last time, deep cleansing breath in and breathe out. With your eyes still closed, just try to find that sacred space in your heart. Or put differently, whatever challenges we're currently facing, whatever obstacles that are currently in our lives, this is our way of pausing those challenges. In fact, let's take a moment and acknowledge them. Take a little personal, safe, and secure moment to think about the kind of obstacles and challenges you've been facing, let's say in the last week or in the last month. Maybe there was something at work, or something medical or emotional, or a relationship challenge, something that's been holding us back, perhaps even bringing some negative energy into our lives. Whatever that may be for you, this is your chance to acknowledge it and then ask it to just pause for the next 2 hours. There'll be a time and a place as we continue to battle that warfare with those challenges. But this is your way of just saying to those obstacles and challenges, I'll deal with you, but just right now for the next hour and a half or 2 hours, I just need to take a little time for myself to focus on my sacred space. And now, in the same way that those obstacles represent, let's say, a dense forest that you're walking through, you now reach this oasis, this true personal space, that heart space. This is the area we're going to explore today. This is the area we're going to try to unpack and see what's kind of there. It is described in the ancient yoga texts that our true self, Atma, this resides in the vicinity of the heart. That everything outside of that is temporary. The body, the senses, the mind. They're here with us for these, 80 years or so. But our true self is eternal. And as the greatest friend or well-wisher, it is described that seated next to your Atma, your soul, is Param Atma, the presence of the divine. As the eternal witness, the eternal friend, the eternal well-wisher. By using mantras and music through Kirtan, we're going to try to really tap into the energy of this heart space. And just like a lotus flower opens when blooming, the heart will hopefully, petal by petal, open as we continue to explore sacred sound and energy. So this is a great time to just make a little intention for the next hour and a half. So just take a few seconds and make a little intention that whether this is something familiar or brand new, I'm going to try to just focus on that heart space and allow divine mantras to hopefully waken up and open that heart. Again to close this guided meditation. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, breathe in and breathe out. Again, deep breath in and breathe out. Last time, deep cleansing breath in You can bring your hands together in the pranam pose close to the heart. And let's just rub our hands together to bring some tactile sensation. Bring ourselves back to the physical space from that metaphysical space we were in. And slowly open your eyes. And with your hands still together, this is a good time to maybe greet our neighbors. We already met each other by name, but left and right, front and back, give a little warm namaste to your neighbor. As we go on this journey together, the goal is that we help each other. I think we had a sense from the intros, but just so I can make it clear in my mind, how many of us are brand spanking new to Kirtan? You've never done this before? By show of hands? And how many of us have had some kind of chanting experience in the past? Okay, so we're like an 80-20, maybe more split. So, for the benefit of those who are newer, I hope you don't mind, we treat this like a guided meditation. We'll just take it a little slow as we go into this. Kirtan is a call and response form. I'm not sure that mic's really working, but let's see. Kirtan is a call and response form of chanting. So, as Tara sings the mantras, Tara sings the mantras, we recite back. And we go back and forth. And the key is to use your voice. We want to create almost like a pillar of sound, right from the root, from your root chakra, all the way up. And it can be easy to feel a little self-conscious in kirtans because you're saying like, what am I chanting right now? These are different mantras and it's a little strange. So the guidance there is that, well, it's probably just the mind kind of pushing back. And so the goal there is to just try to bring the mind back. And chances are, when we're together and we're chanting, the collective voices of others is going to help you refocus. And similarly, when you're having a really focused moment, chances are your neighbor might be having a moment where their mind is thinking, oh, I had laundry to do and I didn't do it yesterday. Or this and that. So hopefully your voice will bring them back as well. And we'll keep this as a meditation in that heart space. Okay, to start, we'll do a little invocation. Yeah? So this will actually just be recited. We're not going to be going call and response, but you can follow along. There's no harm with the words. This is a call of gratitude, as I mentioned earlier, upon the teachers that helped to pass this knowledge down. As many of us know in Eastern-based traditions, there is a very powerful lineage, as we know even in the Buddhist traditions, that from the teacher to the student, the teacher to the student, and these traditions are passed. So we're not making up these mantras, we're not manifesting them out of our own free will or melodies. These are just things that we feel lucky to have been shared with us, and now we share with others. So the mood of this opening invocation is just that, a mood of gratitude. So what you can do during this time is to just focus on whom you are grateful for in your life. And bonus points if it's someone that is perhaps has nudged you along on your spiritual or yoga path. It's a good time to meditate on that as we do this opening mantras. And then we'll start with Omkar, yeah? We'll try with Om. I'm going to try to fix it. I can tell someone's video.
It's coming up.
You can hear it? Maybe it's just that we can't hear ourselves. We'll trust it. Next one was Om.
So we can start with Om. And we said Om 3 times all together.
So we'll fill this space with our voices. It's a good warm-up, but also the primordial sound of Om. We'll recite together. It's a good time again to just reset, sit up straight. Louder together. So the first mantra we're going to do is not on your page, and we don't have it displayed, and we don't have it except anywhere in our hearts right now. So we'll have to get you comfortable with this. It's going to be a little warm-up mantra, and then we're going to go into the Divine Maha Mantra. We'll spend most of our time on that chant today. We're going to be chanting the names of Sita and Ram. These are very common, you see in yoga circles and kirtans. Ram, we'll talk about this in a moment, but the meaning of the name Ram is a source of all pleasure. Sita, the divine feminine energy, described in ancient texts as the embodiment of the perfect monarchs or rulers. Or put differently, this is a meditation on the divine forms of duty and leadership. And there's a lot of folks talking about that nowadays, right? The challenges around finding the right type of leadership. And so it's this constant qualm that we have. So the original source of this divine or divinity comes from Ram, Sita. So the mantra goes as follows. Can you do the first line? We'll do it before we have written down. Can you repeat it back?
Like sing it?
Yeah. Yeah, sing it. It's easier. It's able to repeat it. So it goes like this. And we're going to try to repeat it until we're comfortable. That's good. Together. Remember, we're from this space here, right? Together. Good chanters. That's fantastic. Okay, we'll go right into it. The heart space. Fill the space with sound together. Sita, I refuse to accept that any of you were first-time chanters. You took right to it, like ducks take to water. Well done. We do this at a lot of our kirtans. If you can indulge me, I like to always ask, just for, to keep it very interactive, what word comes to mind? What emotion comes to mind? For those who either have dabbled in this before, this type of meditational practice, musical mantra meditation, or if you're brand new to it, there's no wrong answer. What emotion or adjective or mood, how did that feel for us? Dave?
Bliss.
A sense of bliss. I love that. Thank you. Dave, I love it. Yes, Joanne?
Togetherness.
Togetherness. Is it Joanne or Joanna?
Joanne.
Togetherness, bliss, very nice. Any more?
Joy.
Sense of joy. And it was?
Victoria.
Victoria. Victoria says a sense of joy, togetherness, bliss. Yes?
Transcendental.
Transcendental, like transcendent feeling. Karthik, right? Yeah, wow, I love that. Yes, Monica.
Feeling of home.
Feeling of home, absolutely. Yeah. Actually, if I can touch on that one. When we chant in kirtan and mantras, it's meant to bring that feeling of like, we're just being called back home again. Or put differently, we are reviving that original consciousness. It's kind of like, forgive me for going a little biblical here, but the prodigal son, who comes back after a long time away. The Bible doesn't go into details, but we know that feeling when you've been away from someone or something for a long time. And that feeling of, I've come home, or mom's cooking. Yeah? That feeling is very palpable and very powerful. Kirtan is meant to awaken that same consciousness. Because what you're really ultimately saying is, boy, for thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years, after lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, I'm finally now, reawakening to something that is truly beyond this world. Yeah? That's what we're tapping into. Thank you for that little feedback or that reflections back.
What was the reflection? I missed it.
The words that we got were a sense of bliss and joyful, transcendent togetherness. Is that what we heard? Yeah, togetherness.
And home.
And feeling home. That's the last one we touched on. Thank you, Monica. Yeah, you can envision that, 1,000 years ago, sitting on the banks of the Ganga River in India, there were great sages who had beards far longer than mine and Krishna. And they would sit on the banks of the Ganga and they would do the same thing, chanting. They would do kirtan. They would do kirtan in a sangha. This is a sangha that we're doing, which makes it sankirtan. And by doing this type of chanting together, why were they doing this, these great yogis? Yes, they were doing it for their own upliftment, sure. But it's described that the power of sound, of mantras, of this vibration, of these Sanskrit mantras, that it's like concentric waves were created and it coats the entire world. You can project that positivity, that love, that energy, that connection to the divine. So in this way, it is both self-satisfying to do kirtan, but the energy you're infusing in these walls, which already have such amazing energy, but also throughout all of Hamilton. Make no mistake, it creates this positive energy. And if I can be permitted to say, we need a little more of that, don't we? Yeah, we need a lot more of that, actually. Because the world we're growing up in, or that we're bringing our kids up in, and I'm allowed to say this because I'm a product of the East and the West. My parents are from India. I was born and raised here. So I'm a coconut. Right? So I can say this, that we're really good at kind of taking something like yoga in the West. We siphon off the part that we like and we just run with it. And suddenly it's like $1 billion industry. And it's Lululemon, and it's like getting the perfect yoga butt and all this stuff. Like, it's all that stuff. And deep underneath, waiting to be explored, is this holistic spiritual lifestyle of yoga. And then in the same breath, you could say that we're constantly fed a message here that You're the most important. The world revolves around you. You should be hurt or offended by this, or you are like as if the world revolves around us. And the Eastern-based teachings flip it and say, we're just here for a short time. Just try to serve. Try to put out some good energy. Be part of uplifting the world. It's a nice mood, right? Okay, so the final chant will just, typically in our kirtans we'll do about 3 chants. There's like this opening chant and then the second mantra, and then we go into the Maha Mantra, but time is a little short typically because we don't have time for food, for prasad. So we're going to go into the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Maybe we can put it right in the center of this sun on the wall. It's okay. Everyone's doing okay? Yeah? I'm going to remove that echo off my voice. I don't like it. Instead of waxing philosophically on and on about this specific mantra, let's just see how it feels. So the words are right here, and it's meant for you to use them. As you're comfortable in the chanting, you can then close your eyes or stop looking at the words, but they're here, and there's Shakti and there's power in just the written form of these words. But let's try it together. Repeat after me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama.
Rama Rama.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Let's try it together now. 1, 2, 3.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare. This time, place your hands just over your heart. Let's try that again. With your heart. 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Even without knowing the meaning of the mantra, the medicinal effect takes place in the heart. So there's something changing in your heart. That's what we hypothesized to you. 500 years ago in India, there were social walls being built, very much like today, based on the class that you were in, the family you were born in, the color of your skin. The same challenges were happening at that time. And things like admission into the temple were forbidden for those who were not allowed. No, you weren't born in the right family. These social walls were being built and excluding those who were looked down upon. What a shame. We see that today. Along comes the golden effulgent form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the manifestation of the divine, described as having the complexion of molten gold, lotus petal-like eyes, extremely tall, almost like 7 feet in height, with arms that practically reach down to his knees. And this is what he chanted. Right on the shirt. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And through sound and mantra and vibration, him and his associates broke down all social walls and said anybody can chant. Bhakti is for anybody. Anybody can explore your heart space. And in this way, a spiritual revolution took place in the South Asian subcontinent. Everyone began to chant. This very drum, called the Shri Kol or the Mridanga, was designed with straps for mobility because they would hit the streets and go door to door and say, chant with your heart. And people would have these transcendent, powerful realizations and experiences. Such is the power of chanting in Kirtan. And this Maha Mantra, given in the Kali Santara Upanishad, calls upon the name of Krishna, which means the all-attractive one, the most beautiful. Hey Revati, do you want to show us Krishna from there? How does he stand? Krishna stands with his flute, described as having also a complexion that's unique, that of a riven monsoon cloud about to erupt with thunderous rain, dark, bluish, grayish color. With him is his feminine consort, Revati. Shri Radha, can you show how Radha stands? Can you do a twirl and then show? A twirl, and then she stands. This is called upon in half of the mantra, Hare. So Hare is a vocative way of referring to Hara, which is Shri Radha, the feminine energy. That constitutes half the mantra. So there's this acknowledgement of the male and female energies. Rama, which we all just became very comfortable with, means the source of all pleasure. One could argue that we are moving about this planet, 8 billion of us, everyone's just looking for some kind of pleasure. It might be just satisfying the tummy right now because I'm hungry. It might be some deep journey that I'm on where I travel the world backpacking looking for some answers. Everyone's looking for some kind of pleasure. Even the iPhone or the Tesla apparently gives you pleasure, right? That's what they're looking for. But the source of that pleasure is here. Yeah? Rama, Krishna, the presence of the divine, both in the heart and actually there in person, described in the spiritual realm. You can have this reciprocal relationship with the divine. Hare Krishna Rama. When you say these 16 words in combination in this mantra together again, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The meaning is just to say, O divine Krishna, all attractive one. O divine source of all energy, Rama, or pleasure, Rama. O divine feminine energy, Hare, Radha. Please engage me in just a little service, some devotional service. Or put differently, help me bring the mood of humility into my heart. Remind me that I'm not the center of the planet. The world doesn't revolve around me. I'm just here to somehow serve. And the challenge put forward by the Bhakti tradition is, if you serve the cosmological root of the tree, the divine, then you're nourishing every branch, every leaf, every twig, every flower. And that's all of us. So if we channel that energy towards this divine names, Krishna, Rama, Hare, you're watering that root. And then the hope is that you move about this planet, whether it's co-workers or family or friends or enemies, that you're able to have a little more of an equal, balanced look towards them. Yeah? That's the goal. So this is the meaning behind the Maha Mantra, this loving call for service. So just keep that in mind. Imagine we all walked out of here 5% more humble today. Wouldn't that be nice? What if all of Hamilton became 10% more humble for the weekend? Would you feel that? Yeah, in the lineup at the grocery store or at the gas station, whatever it might be, you'd feel that. God, Toronto could use that for sure. All the Swifties that were flooding downtown Toronto. I mean, they were very happy folks, but you know, that mood of humility, it's a nice mood to bring in the heart. So this is a nice meditation behind this mantra. So now let's picture that heart space overflowing and say it together one last time before we go to singing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, we'll go into this final chant. Thank you for everyone lending your voices. You're doing great. Tara's a trooper. She's pushing through despite a nagging cough. fill this space with our voices. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Now all of us together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Beautiful. Again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. One more from the heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Here we go. Hare Rama. just by means of a closing meditation. Let's go back to that heart space. And take a moment and reflect on the journey that you've been on today. Take a few moments to consider, how much has my lotus heart opened? Utilizing mantras, Kirtan, this Sangha. The hope is that this time you took to nourish your spiritual self, to charge your batteries, to help you move about this world in perhaps a more energized fashion, in a more humble fashion, in a more devotional fashion. Just take a moment to reflect on that. And if you haven't already had a chance to do so, with these final mantra that we do, Tara will chant it and we'll recite it. This is your chance to really make it count. If you've had any stumbling blocks or obstacles throughout the last hour and change, hour and a half, and you just feel like, yeah, I didn't quite get there, this is your final chance to belt out that mantra, to focus on the meaning and the mood of this mantra, to bring home that sensation, that feeling of being home. Let's take a deep breath on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, breathe in. Breathe out. By now the mantra is familiar, so you can keep your eyes closed if you're comfortable. And Tara will sing this one final mantra and will respond back as you close out this final chant. Let's fill this space together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Try raising your arms in the air like this together. Hare
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
You're all truly amazing. Honestly. Thank you so much.
Thank you for lending your voices and for coming out. It was so nice. And I know they're just setting up for the final part, which is a little meal for everyone. Could I make a little plug for you on your behalf for the programs happening here and also for Kirtan culture?
Plug yourself.
We've all just plugged ourselves in, hopefully, through chanting. You felt some energy. Now, those little quiet moments at the end of a kirtan, we like to do it. It's popular in the yoga studio kirtans. It just lets the mantra continue to vibrate in the heart. Yeah, without any instruments, no voices, just hearing the mantra. Maybe you need some attention, maybe. Yeah? I was also reflecting that when we had that little moment, I heard Revati and Yamuna just babbling away. Revati's practicing her reading, and I was thinking, yeah, the beauty of childhood, right? And it always reminds me, having been parents, both of us, of 3 young ones, that it describes that when we chant, we're meant to chant the same way a child cries to its mother. That's the mood in which we try to chant in Kirtan. Just right now, let's see Muna's cry. She knows Mama is close by. So it says that actually the highest form of love, the closest we get to spiritual love, the true divine love, we can never really touch it here in the material world, or replicate it, excuse me. But the closest we get is that between the child and the mother. That's the closest. And that's because we see it. I see it every day. But that's the mood that we try to call to the divine, Krishna. On behalf of the Kirtan Culture Initiative, on behalf of Hamilton Bhakti Yoga and Soham, I think I'm sure everyone agrees that we are humbled that you took time out of your busy schedules to come on out. We hope this was a rewarding experience. Can I ask some words again? What word comes to mind? You can either say again if you said a word, or if you didn't get a chance before. What word or emotion or adjective comes to mind? How did that feel?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. I love that. And your name again, sorry?
Jeanette.
Jeanette said wonderful. Yeah, what else? 1 or 2 more?
Uplifting.
Uplifting. Joanne said uplifting. Krishna Kala in the back.
Content.
Content. Yes. Uplifting. Content.
Peaceful.
Wonderful. Peaceful. Your name again, sorry? Liz. Liz said peaceful. I love that. One last to bring it home, Karthik. Go ahead.
Energetic with the exams coming up.
Oh, good. Some good energy for exams. Well, Karthik, you'll be permitted to tap your foot in an exam, like while you're thinking of Kirtan as you're writing your. Yeah, energetic, uplifted. That's how we should be feeling. Content. If you go to your doctor and give those symptoms, he'll be like, he or she'll be like, you've been sitting in Kirtan, haven't you? The Hamilton Bhakti Yoga community is run by these amazing souls that work really hard to put these events most of the time for free. And so, do you want to plug or should?
No, I can't do
Prema and Krishna Kala and Gora Prema and the team here are working really hard on behalf of the Hamilton Bhakti Yoga community, and I think they deserve some love. That I'm gonna get there. That card was to scan. You had Krishna Kala?
Yes.
So if you see this pink card here, you can scan that QR code. And what does it do? It sends you to?
Send you to our email sign-up forms.
Perfect.
And keep you in the loop of more programs.
It's usually monthly, is that right?
Yeah,
Kinda?
monthly. We hope to arrange it to be more bi-weekly soon.
Okay,
that.
so stay tuned.
More and
We
more,
won't
yeah.
send emails every day. We won't tell your data. It's okay.
That's right, we will sell your data, exactly. It's
Just
safe
give
and
me your
secure.
credit card numbers.
That's right. Credit card numbers are optional though. No, but can I ask, are people welcome to donate if they'd like today?
Please, yes.
If you
If
enjoyed
they'd like,
today's,
yeah, if you would
where
like.
should they do that? At the table there?
There's a table, there's a little box behind that white sign right beside the door.
If you feel like the desire to reciprocate the love, then you're welcome to drop something there. I also wanted to thank Monica and Matt for opening this space. I know I'm speaking on behalf of
Yes, please.
Krishna Kala, if you
I
don't
do
mind.
want to plug. Let's all wish Monica a happy birthday.
Was it today?
It was
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Wow.
Birthday.
That's fitting. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for opening this beautiful space. It's got some energy here, yeah? There's something. The first time we came here, gosh, maybe over a year and change ago, we felt it right away. And every time we've come here, I wish it could be more often, but twice this year, it's always felt so nice. So thank
Welcome
you,
so far.
Monica. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for traveling and for bringing energy, and for Bhakti Yoga Hamilton for organizing this.
Hey.
Would you
For
like
all of
to?
you for being here as well and taking time.
And they can follow you guys as well. It's all
Yes.
over. So
Would you
see
like
what's
to
going on here.
announce some things you have
What's
going
upcoming
on?
here, Soham?
Yes.
We do have on December 4th, we have a community gathering. It's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So anybody is welcome. We'll have some snacks, some drinks, and a short meditation practice. So it's kind of like our holiday party before things get super busy for everybody. So you're all welcome to come and join us. It's yes, December the 4th, 6 to 8, and it's a nice little hangout.
That's beautiful. That's so great. Yeah, and thank you for making the space so wonderfully open for community. That's what really it should be, right? So thank you for doing that. And then if I can make a little plug, we are the Kirtan Culture Initiative, and so we tend to be around the GTA but focused in Toronto. I know it's a bit of a ways away, but if you ever find yourself in the city, we'd love to see you at some of our future chants. I think our next one is I know our next one is in middle of December. That'll be our final Kirtan for the year. And we're going to be in downtown Toronto at the Music Therapy Center. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so this is our 5th time collaborating with them, where we kind of crossed paths, and they said our modalities are all Western music, and they said, why don't you come and present Kirtan, because it's so healing. So we co-present it with the Music Therapy Center. It's at Bloor and Dufferin. It's a really nice space right in the city.
What's the date?
On December 14th, Saturday. And then in the new year, we'll be in Collingwood at Lotus Sound. They've invited us to come chant there on Saturday, January 4th to start the new year. And then on January 18th, we're going to be at an art gallery in Markham. They've invited us to do chanting. Oh, that's been hard. We rescheduled it 3 times because there's scheduling issues. But anyways, you can keep track. I'm going to leave our little cards here if it's okay. I'll do them on the harmonium. And it just has our handles for Instagram and Facebook and our website. And you're welcome to sign up on our mailing list to see what we're up to. And if you felt that your heart and your mind were really open today, then there is a whole vast wealth of knowledge waiting for you back there as well. So any of these books on bhakti and the ancient yoga texts and the traditions, again, I'm so sorry, your name again? Gaura Prema. We'll be happy to facilitate or help you if you have any questions, but flip through some of them and see what they're like. And I guess they're by donation, right? For the books. Please feel free to take something home in your pocket as an experience from today. Did I miss anything, Krishna Gala?
That's all. Who worked up an appetite?
Who worked up an appetite? Yeah, I did.
So yeah, please let me please serve you all and come eat. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
And
you. We're so honored to be here.
And thank you all for coming.
Yay, we might have to make a quicker exit because we have another child at home being babysat by grandma, and I don't know how that's going. So we might have to make a move. We'll see. Yes, but just forgive us if we make a quick exit. But we'll stay as long as we can. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, feel free to grab a card.